How's it going, everybody? Nick Daniels here yet again. Like that little readjust. Gotta get seated for this one. So we're actually in the Superstore parking lot, about to get some groceries. And you know what? I figured best time ever to make another video session here where I'm still in the anime topic. I just talked about my last video, which actually I might do these back to back or something like that. But my last video anyway, you're gonna see it. Attack on Titan, or not? Sorry, Attack on Titan. That's embarrassing. I compared that. One Punch Man. Season 2 trailer, not feeling it. But today I want to talk about another anime that's highly rated, and it's called Sword Art Online. Now, I stopped watching it, okay? And I want to explain why. That's, like, this is my whole thing. Like, I gave it up. Like, I actually really liked the first season. I was kind of feeling it. And I had to quit. So, we're going to go over that. So, yeah, the first season, spoilers, if you don't know what happens, I'm just gonna go into a little bit. But, basically, it's a virtual, it's like a VR MMO, basically, okay? So, massive multiplayer, online game, whatever, VR, they're all online, okay? So, but they get stuck in the game. The creator, and they're stuck, okay? The creator fucks them up, they're in the game, they're permanently stuck there. The only way to get out is that they can beat the game. Okay, but apparently if you die in the game, you'll die in real life. Okay, and there's like, if someone tries to take off the VR headset or like unplug it or something like that, or if like the power goes, there's like something in it that'll like fry your brain basically. So they're trapped. There's no way out unless they beat the game. Okay, keep that in mind. So basically, as far as I remember, there's 100 levels ish, something like that. And every level has a boss, like a raid boss, and they gotta team up, beat the boss, and they move up to the next level. And they go up and up and up and up. They get to level 100, they beat the final, the game unlocks. Everybody who's still left, they can leave, okay? They're literally in there for like fucking years, okay? Apparently it's years, right? I would have to assume it's been a little while, but I could be wrong. It could have been like 6 months, but I'm pretty sure they were up there for a long time. But they're in the game, okay? So, I'm not gonna lie, like, the first couple episodes, I was kind of digging, right? Because, like, our main boy, he's going in there, like, he's just kicking ass, it's great. And then, there was actually a scene that I really liked, because he joined up with this, like, party, right? Or, like, a guild, it was, like, 6 people. And they were, you know, they're having a good time, right? They're making the best of it. And, you know, he's, like, way higher leveled, though. He's, like, solo player, right? He's doing his own thing. But he lies to them, and he doesn't tell them that. When they go into somewhere, they like, someone steps on a trap, everybody dies, and they die in real life. He watches them all die, and they physically died in the real world. But obviously, he doesn't see that. He just knows they did. And he feels really responsible. Well, the only one that lived was him in that dungeon that they were in, which was, I think, kind of more like his idea. And the guild leader was the only one who wasn't even around at the time. He was up in, like, a town buying like a house for the guild. Yeah, he found out the news, literally killed himself. That's pretty fucking gripping, okay? And that comes back later. Now, the first season, basically, it's him, and, like, eventually he falls in love with this chick, okay? And he's like, okay, like, they got something going. He does rescue her, right? Vice versa. And, you know, it's not so bad. It's like a little love story. It's cute, right? Now, they get out, or sorry, he gets out, okay? This is all the same season, by the way. Okay, he gets out in the season, and it's like, okay, I was kind of hoping that would go all the way to the end. I'm not gonna lie, right? I thought that'd be the whole first season. That's it, and maybe that's the whole thing. That's the whole show. But anyway, so yeah, so many episodes in, he actually does escape. They end up beating the final boss. It was pretty gripping because actually they both died, the main characters, but apparently they didn't actually die. So I don't know what happened there. But anyway, so he actually physically goes to where this chick is. And she's still in the VR, so he doesn't know what's going on because everybody else is getting out. So apparently now there's another game, okay, but like you can just like kind of jump in and play it. Like it's not like whatever. Like the fucking police weren't on top of this shit. Like, dude, like they're trapped, right? Apparently they were all in hospitals too. They transferred all in the hospitals and they just laid there for like however long this was. And as soon as the main guy wakes up, he's just walking around. Dude, if you haven't moved your muscles, if you haven't exercised your muscles in like that long, you would literally not be getting up and running around. You would have to like literally have to like start actually practicing again. I'm pretty sure. Because depending if it was like years of just no movement, he literally just like takes the thing off and gets out of bed. There's no fucking way that was happening. Just saying. So he goes into the next game and he rescues said chick. Okay, that's great. It's cute, right? And they actually meet in real life. It's good. Okay. Now the game that they just fucking played, they go back into and they're playing in their spare time. Dude, like, they were literally in an MMO VR for like 2 years. I'd be pretty freaking sick of that. I would want to do some stuff in my real life. And they're not doing it. Well, then their main boy gets dragged into another MMO. There's apparently this gun one now. And he just basically, and I'm not even lying to you, it's fucked. His, like, sister, stepsister, I guess? Family sister? I don't know, whatever. I don't even know if they're actually related. Basically, she's like one of the characters in the game when he's actually, this isn't the first season, when he's trying to save his beloved there, and she's like hitting on him the whole time, and like for some reason, she just doesn't clue in that this might be the same person, and then she finds out it is, and it's like really fucking awkward, because like she's been like basically in love with him the entire fucking thing. I was like, okay, great. Like, I'm not even joking you, every time the main character bumped into a chick that was like either like scantily dressed or like, you know, damsel in distress, they just fall in love with him. He's literally a chick magnet the entire show. It's completely ridiculous. So the gun one, he gets in, same thing. He wins over this chick that's wearing like booty shorts the whole thing, right? And she's like completely into him at all times. And like, I am lost, okay? I don't even know. His girlfriend that like is supposed to be like the big thing, right? Like in the whole first season, she's strong, she's got good wit, like she's kind of funny. Like you don't even see her. She's like literally casted aside. I thought it was hilarious. And I'm not pleased with it. Okay? This is where I stopped, by the way. They finished the gun one halfway through. It was over. Like, literally, they concluded it, they're out of the gun game. And then, now they go back into the game from the first season, where, again, she didn't wake out of the VR game, that game. And by the way, if you're wondering, the first couple games, they were, like, more fantasy. So it was, like, swords and stuff like that, right? And then you had, like, you know, skills and magic and whatever, just so you know. So, they go into this one, and they have to get, like, some, like, fancy sword, right? Like, this legendary blade. And it's literally him, like, the 5 fucking chicks he's met, right? Finally, his chick is there, and like, and some random homie he met in the first episode, and like, I just like gave up. I'm not even joking you. I was watching that. I'm like, this is fucked. Like, the plot is jumping like so much. They can't just stick to one plot. Like, honestly, if either at least the full season or the whole show was just the first game, I would have been right into that. That would have been a great anime. Because, like, they could have really got into it. But they skipped so much of that anime, and they had so much potential, right? Plus, it is kind of like something that's actually popping up quite often, so it is a pretty common theme. But, seriously, they had a lot of potential there, and I think they absolutely dropped the ball. I can't argue that enough. I gave it up, dude. They apparently have a 3rd season. Not even going to bother. I didn't even finish the 2nd. I've been kind of tempted, like, to go back and maybe give it a chance and get through it, but like, I just don't want to. I was actually like into the gun game one, and as soon as they just like they just cut it right off, I was like, dude, like, I started thinking about it, like, you're gonna be fucking kidding me. You know, like this, like, our main character like literally copies a lightsaber. I think they called it like a laser sword, which is Mark Hamill calls it, by the way. That's funny. And you know, obviously it's just a stick. It's got like this beam of light, and it can like deflect bullets. Nobody in the entire thing of Gun Game Online ever thought of that. Was like, hey man, like, maybe that could deflect a bullet or two. Like, he's the only one, right? I thought it was funny. But you know, whatever. Like, it is what it is. I don't even know why this anime is rated so high. I can't figure it out. I don't think it's that great of an anime. I like it, but like, I'm not gonna go back and finish it. I only just like what I like. The first season, I actually really liked. I enjoyed it. I actually binge watched that, and then, you know, we kind of go from there. That's just how it is. You know, it is how it is. Apparently, like, again, his girlfriend is, like, barely seen on the 3rd season as well. Like, she's a little bit more, but, like, not really. Like, again, to just develop the main characters like that, and then, like, just to kind of discard some of them is, like, I think it's kind of, I think it's a bit of an insult, but that's just me. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. We're going to see you in the next video. Cheers.